Stunning jewelry doesn't just look good, it feels good as well. And joining me now, Carrolyns of Vail, Dan Telleen and Carolyn Tyler. Thank you so much for coming on the show this morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
We're so excited to have you here. And first, let's just cover what Carrolyns is all about, because I know you have been there for quite some time in Vail.
Well, just simply, it's a studio, a working studio that's also a gallery. So I call it a working jewelry studio gallery.
And jewelry really is a fine art, in my opinion. And Carolyn, you have some stunning pieces here that are history as well.
I live in Bali, Indonesia, where they're still using ancient goldsmithing techniques, and everything is handmade. So it's really done the historical way.
And so let's talk a little bit about some of the ones that we have here on this side, because you're using not only turquoise, but you're incorporating this matte gold as well.
Yes, I don't like a high polish on things because I like it to look like buried treasure, archaeological. So I leave everything in a matte finish. And the techniques that they use are really, really fine. Nobody else in the world does work like this. The little dots that you see are called granulation, and they're applied one by one and fused to the surface of the gold.
Now, where did your inspiration come from?
I get inspiration from all over. Some of the pieces here are like snowflakes, you know, and I know I'm in Bali, there's no snowflakes there, but I think about Vail when I'm designing sometimes. And just the materials, like the turquoise with the gold, the squash blossom, you know, Indian, Native American jewelry. I've got some beads in the middle that are shaped like pumpkins or squash. So I get inspiration from everywhere.
She's anthropology is your background, archaeology.
That's right. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, so I'm sure that influenced your jewelry as well. And so you have some gems, not only turquoise, but you have some really beautiful gems in the front there on those rings.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got an apatite on, let's see, it would be the camera's left side, and labradorite, and then there's an enamel, it's called faience, from Rome. And a lot of my designs are also Roman and Greek and Egyptian inspired. I've got a beautiful Sleeping Beauty turquoise there that's like the old Persian turquoise. And yeah, the rest of it is turquoise from different mines, China, Arizona.
So tell me a bit about how you pick the turquoises and the stones and the gems.
I go to the gem trade shows all over the world, but the biggest one is in Tucson, Arizona every February. I can't wait because it's coming up. And I search for the stones myself. So the things that I see are, if I fall in love with it, that's what I buy. It's not like other designers where they design something on maybe on a CAD system and then they order the stones that are calibrated, they're all the same size, get on the phone and order them. I'm on the ground. I go there and I search for the beautiful stones.
I love that it is a piece of history, and you were telling me a little bit about the families that help make these as well, and they have these 1,000-year-old traditions.
Yes, my goldsmiths have been working for me for 23 years, and they have a long history of this. They live in guild villages in Bali, so you have a carving village, you have a stonemason village, and you have a jewelry village. And these people came from Java 500 years ago. They were the court artisans for the royalty. And they've been passing this down from father to son. The sad thing for me is that their children, their current generation right now, they did not want to learn this. So they're in IT, they're in hotel management, and this is the end of the line for this handmade jewelry.
So this is very exclusive, and people, you can really feel like you have a piece of history around your neck, on your wrist. And like I said before, it doesn't just look good, it feels good. Dan, where can we find you so we can come buy this fantastic jewelry?
Carrolyns is located in Vail Village, across the street from the ice rink, Solaris, and then down east just a little bit. We're 2 doors east of Latour Restaurant. So you'll see the bell tower, and we're right next to the bell tower.
This could be yours. Come in and say hello to Carolyn and Dan. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having us.
And I should say we open at 10 and we'll close about 9:30. Carolyn will be there and be there and back and forth.
Nice long hours, so you have many opportunities.
Our phone number is 476-4760. So if you want to make sure that you're seeing Carolyn, call and make an appointment.
Make sure she's
I'll be there. I'll be
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
Dan.
she's a hard worker. She'll
Great. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
We're going to take it back up to Ashley. She's at Beaver Creek, and we're going to close out the show with her.